Practice asking and answering everyday questions naturally with real English conversations for beginners. In this lesson from Natural Word English, you'll learn useful phrases for greetings, work, emotions, invitations, travel, small talk, polite disagreement, and describing people through speaking English practice, connected speech, role plays, shadowing, and listening exercises. You'll build faster responses without translating every sentence in your head. This lesson is ideal for A2 and B1 learners who want to improve English listening, expand practical vocabulary, and speak confident English in real-life situations. Watch until the end, answer the questions aloud, and subscribe for more natural English lessons. English conversation, speaking English practice, learn English for beginners, real-life English, which everyday question is hardest for you to answer naturally. Write the question below and try answering it in one short sentence. Mistakes are welcome. They mean you're practicing. Subscribe if you'd like to keep building confident, natural English with us. Maria hung up the phone that evening, feeling stronger than she had in weeks. But her real test, the one she still remembers as the hardest phone call of her life in America, came about 10 days later, and it didn't involve a person at all. It involved a machine. It happened on a Tuesday morning. Maria opened the mail and found something that made her stomach drop a little. The electric bill was almost double what it usually was. She checked it twice, thinking maybe she misread the numbers, but no. The amount was correct, and it was much higher than usual. She needed to call the electric company right away before the payment was due, to ask what happened and to see if there was a mistake. She found the number on the back of the bill and dialed. But this time, no friendly receptionist answered like Jessica had. Instead, a recorded voice, fast, flat, and completely unstoppable, began speaking. Thank you for calling City Power and Energy. For English, press 1. Para Español, oprima el dos. If you are calling about a power outage, press 1. To make a payment, press 2. To speak with a billing representative, press 3. For all other inquiries, press 4. To repeat this menu, press 9. If you have never experienced an automated phone menu like this before, I want you to understand something important. This is one of the single hardest listening challenges for English learners in the entire United States. Even harder, sometimes, than talking to a real person. Why? Because a machine does not slow down for you. A machine does not notice your confused silence. A machine does not repeat itself automatically. A machine does not care if you are nervous, if you missed a word, or if your hands are shaking a little. It just keeps going, fast, robotic, and repeating the exact same sentence in the exact same rhythm, no matter who is listening. Maria froze for 1 second, the same way she had during her very first phone call weeks earlier. But this time, she remembered something important. A phrase we practiced together earlier in this video. Can you say that again, please? Doesn't work with a machine. A machine can't hear you. So instead, Maria did the next best thing. She pressed 9 to repeat the menu, and she listened again. This time writing down each number and its meaning on a small notepad next to her phone. This is something I want every single one of you to remember, and I want you to say it out loud right now, in English, with me. It's okay to listen to the menu more than once. Say it again. It's okay to listen to the menu more than once. This is not a failure. This is not bad English. Even native speakers replay automated menus all the time, especially long, confusing ones with many options. There is nothing wrong with pressing that repeat button as many times as you need. Maria listened a second time, wrote 1 outage, 2 payment, 3 billing, 4 other, and pressed 3 because her question was about her bill. The system said, You have selected billing. Please hold for the next available representative. Your estimated wait time is 12 minutes. 12 minutes. Maria sat down at her kitchen table, phone still against her ear, and waited. And while she waited, listening to soft hold music interrupted every 30 seconds by a recorded voice saying, "Your call is important to us. Please continue to hold." She thought about how far she had already come. Just a few weeks ago, the idea of making any English phone call at all felt terrifying to her. Now, here she was, calmly holding for a billing representative, prepared, notepad ready, phrases memorized, waiting to solve a real problem in her real life. This is exactly the mindset I want you to build today. Not perfect English, not fearless English, just prepared, practical, confident English, the kind that lets you solve real problems, even when your heart is beating a little fast. After about 10 minutes, a woman's voice came on the line. "Hi, thanks for holding. This is Rachel. How can I help you today?" Maria said, clearly and confidently, using a phrase she had practiced. "Hi, Rachel. I'm calling about my electric bill. It's much higher than usual this month, and I'd like to ask why." Rachel replied quickly, "Sure, let me pull up your account. Can I get your account number or the phone number on file?" Maria read her account number slowly from the bill. Rachel typed for a moment, then said, "Okay, I see it. Looks like there was a rate increase that started last month, and it looks like your usage went up a bit too, probably from the heater. Would you like me to send you a breakdown by email?" Maria said, "Yes, please, that would be very helpful. Thank you." Rachel said, "No problem, I'll send that right over." "Is there anything else I can help you with?" Maria said, "No, that's everything. Thank you so much for your help." Rachel said, "Of course. Have a great rest of your day." Maria hung up the phone and let out a long breath. The kind of breath you take after something difficult is finally over. Her bill wasn't a mistake after all, but now she understood why it was higher, and she had a clear answer in writing coming to her email. More importantly, she had survived an automated menu, a long hold time, and a full conversation with a stranger, entirely in English, entirely on her own. I want to pause here and ask you something. Think about a phone call you have been avoiding, maybe for weeks, maybe even for months. Maybe it's calling your child's school. Maybe it's calling to fix an appointment. Maybe it's calling your internet provider or your bank or a government office. Whatever it is, I want you to say this sentence out loud, right now, in English. I can make this phone call. Say it again with more confidence this time. I can make this phone call. Good. Hold on to that feeling. We are going to give you even more tools to make sure that sentence becomes true. Let's add a few more important words to your survival vocabulary, because automated systems and hold times are things almost everyone in America experiences, no matter their English level. Our next word is representative. Repeat after me. Representative. Representative. One more time. Representative. A representative is a real person who works for a company and can help you directly instead of a recording. For example, I'd like to speak with a representative, please. Another example, the representative transferred me to the right department. Try your own sentence. I need to speak with a representative about. Next phrase, estimated wait time. Repeat after me. Estimated wait time. This tells you approximately how long you will need to hold before someone answers. For example, the estimated wait time is 15 minutes. Another example, can you tell me the estimated wait time for a callback instead? Try it yourself. Think about a time you waited on hold and describe it using this phrase. Next word, hold, as in please hold or to be on hold. Repeat after me. Hold. This means to wait on the phone line until someone is ready to help you. For example, can you hold for one moment? Another example. I was on hold for almost 20 minutes. Try it. Can I put you on hold while I check? Next word, account number. Repeat after me, account number. This is the specific number that identifies you inside a company's system. Your electric account, your bank account, your insurance account. For example, can I get your account number, please? Another example. I don't have my account number with me right now. Try it. My account number is, and if you can, practice saying a real number slowly, the way you would need to on a real call. Next phrase, cap back. Repeat after me, call back. This means the company will call you back later instead of you waiting on hold. For example, would you like a callback instead of waiting? Another example, I requested a callback, but they never called. Try it. Can I get a callback instead of holding? Now let's shadow a short automated menu scenario together because I want your ears to become completely comfortable with this robotic, fast rhythm, the exact rhythm that scared Maria at first. I'll play both sides. First, the machine voice, a little slower. Listen. Thank you for calling. For English, press 1. To make a payment, press 2. To speak with a representative, press 3. Now, at faster, more realistic speed, the way it actually sounds in real life. Thanks for calling. For English, press 1. To make a payment, press 2. To speak with a representative, press 3. Try repeating the full sentence after me at that same fast speed. Thanks for calling. For English, press 1. To make a payment, press 2. To speak with a representative, press 3. Good. One more time, even faster because real systems often speak quickly. Thanks for calling. For English, press 1. To make a payment, press 2. To speak with a representative, press 3. Repeat it one more time after me, matching my speed as closely as you can. This kind of shadowing might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if English still feels new to you. That discomfort is completely normal, and it's actually a good sign. It means your brain is working hard, building new pathways, training itself to process fast English more naturally. The more you do this, even just a few minutes a day, the less uncomfortable it becomes, until one day you'll realize you understood an entire automated menu without even needing to concentrate hard. That day will come. I promise you that. Now, let's move into something extremely useful. A set of fixed sentence patterns you can use in almost any phone call or appointment situation in America. These are like tools in a toolbox. You don't need to think about grammar every time. You just need to remember the pattern and then fill in the blank with whatever you need. This is how real fluency works for beginners. Not perfect. Original sentences every time, but strong, reliable patterns you can use again and again in dozens of different situations. Our first pattern is, I'm calling about. You use this near the beginning of almost every phone call, right after you say hello, to explain why you're calling. Listen to these examples, then repeat each one after me. I'm calling about my appointment. Now you. I'm calling about a billing issue. Now you. I'm calling about my daughter's checkup. Now you. I'm calling about a job interview. Now you. I'm calling about my insurance. Now you. See how the pattern stays exactly the same. I'm calling about, and only the last few words change? This is exactly what makes it so powerful. You can prepare this sentence before you even dial the phone, and you know it will work, no matter the situation. Our second pattern is, I need to. This is direct, clear, and polite when followed by please. Listen and repeat. I need to reschedule my appointment. Now you. I need to cancel my reservation. Now you. I need to update my phone number. Now you. I need to speak with a representative. Now you. I need to confirm my appointment time. Now you. Our third pattern is there a way to? This is a polite, natural way to ask if something is possible, especially when you're not sure. Listen and repeat. Is there a way to move my appointment earlier? Now you. Is there a way to get a refund? Now you. Is there a way to speak to someone sooner? Now you. Is there a way to pay over the phone? Now you. Our fourth pattern is, could you? This is one of the most polite and commonly used patterns for asking someone to do something for you. Listen and repeat. Could you repeat that, please? Now you. Could you transfer me to billing? Now you. Could you send me a confirmation email? Now you. Could you check my account, please? Now you. And our fifth pattern, one that will save you constantly. How long? Listen and repeat. How long is the wait time? Now you. How long will it take to process this? Now you. How long is the appointment usually? Now you. How long until someone can call me back? Now you. Let's do a fast round now, mixing all 5 patterns together, the way a real fast conversation would move. I'll say the beginning, and I want you to imagine finishing it yourself, out loud, based on your own real life right now, a real phone call you might need to make this week. Ready? I'm calling about finish it. I need to finish it. Is there a way to finish it? Could you finish it? How long? Finish it. If you actually did that, if you spoke out loud using your real life, your real situation, congratulations. You just created 5 original English sentences entirely on your own, using patterns that native speakers use every single day. This is real, practical, usable English, and it's already inside you now. Let's return one more time to Maria's world, because there is one more moment from her journey I want to share with you. A small moment, but a meaningful one. About a month after the electric company phone call, Maria's neighbor, an older woman named Susan, who had lived in the building for over 20 years, knocked on her door one afternoon. Susan needed to call her doctor's office to reschedule a checkup, but her hands were shaking a little. Not because of nervousness with English, but because of early arthritis that made it hard for her to hold the phone and write at the same time. She asked Maria if she could help her make the call. Maria smiled and said yes. And in that moment, something beautiful happened. Maria, someone who, only 2 months earlier, had been terrified to even press the call button, was now confident enough to make a phone call for someone else, in English, handling appointments, times, and details smoothly. She used every single phrase she had practiced. I'm calling about a checkup for Susan Miller. Could you tell me what times are available? Can you say that again, please? That works, thank you. I appreciate your help. The call took less than 3 minutes, and when Maria hung up, Susan hugged her and said, "Thank you so much, honey. You're really good at this." Maria laughed and said, "I wasn't, a few months ago. I just practiced." I want you to really sit with that story for a moment because it shows you something important. English fluency for phone calls doesn't come from suddenly understanding everything perfectly. It comes from small, repeated practice, phrase by phrase, situation by situation, until one day, without even fully noticing it, you become the person someone else asks for help. Let's keep building your toolkit because there are still a few situations every immigrant in America eventually faces on the phone, and I want you fully prepared for each one. Not just prepared enough to survive them, but prepared enough to handle them calmly, the way Maria eventually did. One of the trickiest phone situations is when you call somewhere and the person you need isn't available, so you get transferred, or put on hold, or asked to call back at a different time. This happens constantly in America. To receive help from a school, a clinic, an insurance company, or even a landlord's office. Let's learn the exact words for this, because if you don't know them, this moment can feel very confusing very quickly. Our next word is transfer. Repeat after me. Transfer, transfer. One more time. Transfer. This means to move your phone call to a different person or a different department. For example, let me transfer you to the billing department. Another example, can you transfer me to someone who speaks about insurance? Try your own sentence. Could you transfer me to? Next word, department. Repeat after me, department. This means a specific section or team inside a company or office, like billing, scheduling, or customer service. For example, you need to speak with the scheduling department. Another example, which department handles refunds? Try it. I need the department. Next phrase, extension, often shortened to ext. Repeat after me, extension. This is a specific number you dial after reaching the main office line to reach one particular person directly. For example, you can reach Dr. Patel at extension 452. Another example, do you have his extension number? Try it. Could you give me the extension for? Next phrase, follow up. Repeat after me, follow up. This means to check back on something later or to do a second action after the first one. For example, I'm calling to follow up on my last message. Another example, someone will follow up with you by email tomorrow. Try it. I wanted to follow up on next phrase, and this one is very important for polite phone conversation. No worries or no problem. Repeat after me, no worries and no problem. These are relaxed, friendly ways Americans say, that's okay or it's fine, especially after someone apologizes or thanks them. For example, someone says, sorry to bother you again, and the other person replies, no worries at all. Another example, can you call me back later? No problem, I'll call around 3. Let's practice a full scenario now that combines many of these new words with everything we've already learned. A slightly longer, slightly more complex phone call, the kind that requires patience, clear listening, and confident, polite responses. I'll read both sides first at a natural, real pace. Listen closely and try to follow the whole story of the call, even if you don't catch every single word. Thank you for calling Lakeside Family Clinic. This is the front desk. Hi, I'm calling to follow up on a referral for my son. I was told it would take about a week. Okay, let me check that for you. Can I get his name and date of birth? Sure, his name is Daniel Ruiz. Date of birth is March 4th, 2018. Thanks, one moment. Okay, I see the referral was sent out 3 days ago, so it should be through soon. Is there a way to check on the status directly, or should I just wait? You could call the specialist's office directly, actually. Would you like their number? Yes, please. That would be great. Their extension is 318, and the main number is the same as ours. Okay, got it. Thank you so much. No problem. Is there anything else I can help you with today? No. That's everything. I appreciate your help. Of course, take care. Now, let's shadow this together, section by section, so your mouth and ears both get real practice with this longer, more natural flow. I'll say each line, and you repeat right after me, matching the rhythm. Hi, I'm calling to follow up on a referral for my son. Now you. His name is Daniel Ruiz. Date of birth is March 4th, 2018. Now you. Is there a way to check on the status directly, or should I just wait? Now you. Yes, please. That would be great. Now you. Okay, got it. Thank you so much. Now you. No. That's everything. I appreciate your help. Now you. You just practiced a full, realistic, slightly complex phone call, the kind that involves waiting, following up, and getting transferred to another office. Notice something important. Even in that entire conversation, the caller never needed perfect grammar. They needed clear, simple, confident sentences built from patterns you already know. That is the entire secret of practical English fluency. It's not about knowing every grammar rule. It's about being able to communicate clearly, calmly, and politely. using tools you've practiced enough times that they come out naturally, even under a little pressure. Now, let's go back to Maria one final time, because her story has one more important chapter. The moment that shows just how far she has come since that first shaking phone call to the pediatric clinic. About 3 months after that very first call, Maria received a letter in the mail from the school district. Sophia was going to start first grade in the fall, and the letter said Maria needed to call the school to schedule something called an intake meeting. A meeting where the school would ask questions about Sophia's health, her home language, and her needs to help place her in the right classroom. If you had shown this letter to Maria 8 months earlier, right after she moved to the United States, she probably would have felt overwhelmed just reading it, let alone calling about it. Words like intake meeting, district, and placement would have felt like a wall she couldn't climb over. But this time, something different happened inside her. She read the letter twice, understood most of it, and thought calmly, okay, I need to call and schedule this. I know how to do this now. She picked up the phone and dialed the number on the letter. A recorded voice answered first. Thank you for calling Riverside School District. For English, press 1. Para Español, oprima el dos. For enrollment, press 1. For general questions, press 2. To speak with the front office, press 3. Maria listened once, calmly, and pressed 1 for enrollment without needing to replay the message a second time. This alone was a small but meaningful sign of how much progress she had made. The fear that once made her freeze during automated menus had quietened into simple, practical listening. A woman answered, Enrollment office, this is Karen. Maria said clearly, Hi, Karen. I'm calling to schedule an intake meeting for my daughter, Sophia Torres. She's starting first grade in the fall. Karen replied, Great. Congratulations. Let me pull up our calendar. We have openings next Tuesday at 9 or Thursday at 1, whichever works better for you. Maria answered without hesitation. Thursday at 1 works great for me, thank you. Karen said, Perfect, I'll get that scheduled. Do you want me to send a confirmation to your email or your phone? Maria said, Email is fine. Thank you so much. Karen said, You're all set. Is there anything else I can help you with? Maria said, Actually, yes. Is there a way to find out what documents I should bring? Karen said, Of course. I'll include that in the confirmation email as well. Maria said, Thank you. I really appreciate your help. Karen said, No problem at all. We'll see you and Sophia on Thursday. Maria hung up the phone and sat quietly for a moment, feeling something settle inside her. Not excitement exactly, but something steadier, something like quiet confidence. She thought back to that very first phone call to the pediatric clinic, her hand shaking, her mind going blank for a full second before she remembered even one sentence. And now here she was, scheduling a school meeting smoothly, asking follow-up questions naturally, even using the pattern, Is there a way to, without even thinking about it? The words had become hers. I want you to understand something clearly, because this is the whole point of everything we've practiced today. This transformation didn't happen because Maria suddenly became a different person or because English suddenly became simple. It happened slowly, phone call by phone call, phrase by phrase, small moment of courage by small moment of courage. Each time she picked up the phone despite feeling nervous, her brain built a little more confidence. Each time she used a phrase we practiced today, Can you say that again, please? Or, I'm calling about, or, Is there a way to? That phrase became a little more automatic, a little less scary, until eventually it simply became part of how she spoke. This is exactly the path in front of you now. You don't need to feel completely fearless before making your next English phone call. You just need a few strong, reliable tools, the same tools we practiced together today, and the willingness to use them. Even while your heart beats a little fast, let's do one final, fast-paced review round together, moving quickly through everything we've learned today, the way real fluent recall should feel. Quick, automatic, without long pauses to think. I'll say a word or phrase, and I want you to say a full sentence using it out loud as fast as you comfortably can. Reschedule. Say a sentence. Confirm. Say a sentence. Available. Say a sentence. Can you say that again, please? Say it exactly. Voicemail. Say a sentence. Slot. Say a sentence. Representative. Say a sentence. Hold. Say a sentence. Account number. Say a sentence. Callback. Say a sentence. Transfer. Say a sentence. Department. Say a sentence. Extension. Say a sentence. Follow up. Say a sentence. No worries. Say it out loud. And now, let's review our 5 power patterns one final time, quickly, the way you'll actually use them in real life. I'm calling about, I need to, is there a way to, could you, how long. If you said all of these out loud, even quietly, even imperfectly, truly, genuinely, congratulations. You just completed a full, real training session for phone calls and appointments in America, the exact kind of practical, high-pressure English situation that stops so many immigrants from feeling confident in their new life here. But not you. Not after today. I want to leave you with one final thought before we close this lesson. Somewhere out there tonight or tomorrow morning, there might be a phone call waiting for you. Maybe to a doctor's office, maybe to a school, maybe to fix a bill, maybe to confirm a job interview. And the next time your hands hover over that call button and your heart beats just a little faster, I want you to remember Maria. I want you to remember that she felt exactly what you're feeling right now, and she made the call anyway. And slowly, one phone call at a time, it stopped being terrifying, and it simply became something she could do. You have the words now. You have the patterns. You have practiced saying them out loud, again and again, today with me. The only thing left is to use them in your real life the next time you need them. And when you do, when you make that call and you understand more than you expected, and you respond clearly, calmly, and confidently, I want you to remember this feeling right now, because that confidence you're building today is real, and it belongs to you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today here on EFL USA. If this lesson helped you feel even a little more prepared for real phone calls in English, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel and tap the bell so you never miss a new lesson. Next time, we'll dive into another essential survival skill for life in America. So keep practicing, keep speaking out loud. And remember, every phone call you make, even the nervous ones, especially the nervous ones, is making your English stronger. I'll see you in the next lesson. Take care and speak boldly.